Owning a dog is an incredible experience. Their unconditional love and playful antics bring us endless joy. But let's face it, even the best-behaved pups can have their moments.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin. And I know it's
From barking to chewing, certain behaviors can test our patience. But don't worry, every dog, no matter how mischievous, can learn and adapt. The key is understanding the root of the problem and tackling it with a positive approach. Instead, focus on rewarding good behavior and redirecting unwanted ones. With patience, consistency, and a sprinkle of fun, you can overcome any behavioral hurdle. We'll equip you with the knowledge and tools to transform those bad behaviors into tail-wagging triumphs. Let's talk about barking. It's a natural canine behavior, their way of communicating with us and the world around them. Think of it as their version of talking, expressing a whole range of emotions and needs. Just like we use different tones and inflections, dogs vary their barks to convey different messages. A playful yap sounds quite different from a warning growl or a bark of excitement. Learning to decipher these subtle variations is key to understanding your furry friend better. Remember, our goal isn't to silence our dogs completely, but to teach them to bark appropriately and minimize excessive barking that can be disruptive. Dogs bark for a variety of reasons, and recognizing the context is crucial. Is your dog barking at the doorbell? That's territorial barking, letting you know someone's approaching their domain. Is it a high-pitched, excited bark when you're getting ready for a walk? That's their way of saying, "Let's go." Adventure time. By paying attention to your dog's body language, the surrounding environment, and the tone of their bark, you can start to understand their message. This understanding is the foundation of addressing excessive barking effectively. Now that we understand the why, let's explore the how of managing barking. First and foremost, rule out any medical reasons for the barking. A vet checkup can ensure there are no underlying health issues. Once you've ruled out medical concerns, focus on behavioral solutions. Teaching commands like quiet or speak can give you more control over their barking. Reward them with treats and praise when they successfully follow your commands. If your dog barks at passersby, consider using window film to limit their view. For boredom barking, provide plenty of mental and physical stimulation through interactive toys, puzzle feeders, and regular exercise. Let's face it, dogs love to chew. It's in their DNA, a natural instinct passed down through generations of canine ancestors. For puppies, chewing is essential for teething relief as those adult teeth start pushing through. Those sharp little chompers can get sore, and gnawing helps to alleviate the discomfort. But chewing isn't just about teething. It's also a form of exploration for dogs of all ages. They use their mouths to investigate the world around them, just like babies do with their hands. The texture, shape, and even the taste of objects provide valuable sensory information. Moreover, chewing is a stress reliever for dogs. The act of gnawing releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help them relax and unwind. Remember, our goal isn't to eliminate chewing altogether, as it's a natural and healthy behavior. Instead, we'll focus on redirecting it towards appropriate outlets, ensuring they have plenty of safe and satisfying options to satisfy their chewing instincts. The key to managing chewing is to provide your dog with a variety of appropriate chew toys. But not all chew toys are created equal. Choose toys that are durable and can withstand your dog's chewing power. Avoid toys with small parts that can be easily chewed off and swallowed, posing a choking hazard. Interactive toys, like those with hidden compartments for treats, can keep your dog entertained and mentally stimulated. Puzzle feeders are also a great option, encouraging them to work for their food and satisfying their natural foraging instincts. Rotate the toys regularly to keep things interesting for your furry friend. If you catch your dog chewing on something inappropriate, calmly redirect their attention to a designated chew toy. Praise them and offer a small treat when they make the right choice, reinforcing positive chewing habits. Consistency is key. Sometimes, chewing can be a sign of boredom or anxiety. If your dog is left alone for long periods without enough mental or physical stimulation, they might resort to destructive chewing out of frustration. Ensure they are getting enough exercise through walks, playtime, and interactive games. If anxiety is the root cause, identify the triggers and try to minimize them. Creating a safe and comfortable space for your dog, like a crate or a designated dog bed, can provide a sense of security. Consider using calming aids like pheromone diffusers or anxiety vests to help them relax. If you're struggling to manage your dog's chewing behavior on your own, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a certified dog trainer or behaviorist. They can assess your dog's individual needs and develop a tailored training plan. Transform those chewing challenges into tail-wagging triumphs. Jumping. We've all been there, right? You're excited to see your furry friend, but their enthusiastic greeting involves a face full of paws. While it might seem like pure joy, there's more to this behavior than meets the eye. Dogs jump for a variety of reasons, and it's often their way of saying hello and showing affection. They want to be close to our faces, sniffing and licking as a form of canine communication. They might also jump to get attention, especially if they've learned that this behavior gets a reaction from humans. In some cases, jumping can be a sign of excitement or overstimulation. While their enthusiasm is heartwarming, it's important to teach them polite alternatives to jumping, ensuring a safe and enjoyable interaction for everyone involved. Remember, our goal is to redirect their energy towards more desirable behaviors, like sitting politely for attention or greeting people with all four paws on the ground. By understanding the reasons behind the jumping, we can address the root cause and teach our furry friends how to greet us with a wagging tail and a calm demeanor. Now that we understand why dogs jump, let's explore how to teach them to keep those paws on the ground. The key is to be proactive and consistent with our training, rewarding the behavior we want to see more of. Start by teaching your dog a solid sit command. Hold a treat close to their nose and slowly lift it upwards, encouraging them to sit. As their rear touches the ground, say sit and give them the treat. Once they've mastered sit, practice in various situations, including when greeting people. When someone approaches, ask your dog to sit before they have a chance to jump. If they remain seated, reward them with praise and a treat. If your dog does jump, stay calm and avoid pushing them away, as this can be seen as a form of attention. Instead, turn away from them and ignore the behavior. Once they have all four paws on the ground, calmly ask for a sit and reward them. With patience and positive reinforcement, you can teach your furry friend to greet people with a wagging tail and a polite sight. Training takes time and patience, so don't get discouraged if your dog doesn't get it right away. The most important thing is to stay consistent and create a positive learning environment. Avoid inadvertently rewarding jumping by giving your dog attention when they exhibit this behavior. Even a gentle push or a scolding can be misinterpreted as positive reinforcement. Instead, focus on rewarding calm behavior. Shower your dog with praise, treats, or a quick game of tug when they greet people politely. This positive reinforcement will help them associate good behavior with positive outcomes. Management techniques can also be helpful, especially in the early stages of training. If you know your dog gets overly excited when guests arrive, consider keeping them on a leash and asking them to sit while greetings are exchanged. Celebrate small victories and focus on building a strong bond based on trust and mutual respect. With patience, consistency, and a positive approach, you can transform those jumping beans into well-mannered canine companions. Separation anxiety. It's a phrase that strikes a chord with many dog owners, often bringing to mind images of distressed pups pacing anxiously. barking incessantly, or even engaging in destructive behavior when left alone. But beyond these outward signs lies a complex emotional state rooted in a dog's deep-seated need for companionship. Dogs are social creatures by nature, hardwired to thrive in packs. For domesticated dogs, their human family becomes their pack, and being separated from this pack, even for short periods, can trigger feelings of anxiety and distress. It's important to remember that separation anxiety is not a sign of disobedience or spite. It's a genuine emotional struggle for our furry friends, and it's our responsibility to address it with understanding and compassion. Recognizing the signs is the first step. Now that we understand the emotional root of separation anxiety, let's explore ways to create a more secure and comforting environment for our furry friends when we have to leave them alone. The key is to associate your departure with positive experiences, gradually desensitizing them to being alone. Start by establishing a safe space for your dog, a place where they feel secure and relaxed. This could be their crate, a designated dog bed, or even a specific corner of a room. Fill this space with familiar items like their favorite blankets, toys, and even a piece of your clothing that carries your scent. Before leaving, make sure your dog has had ample opportunity for exercise and mental stimulation. A tired and contented dog is less likely to experience anxiety when left alone. Avoid making a big fuss when you leave or return. Instead, keep your departures and arrivals low-key, treating them as routine events rather than emotional roller coasters. You can also try using calming aids, such as pheromone diffusers or anxiety vests, to create a more soothing atmosphere. Remember, the goal is to create a positive association with being alone, gradually building their confidence and independence. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great advice on dog care and training. Desensitization is a powerful tool for addressing separation anxiety, gradually acclimating your dog to being alone for progressively longer periods. Start with short absences, even just a few minutes, gradually increasing the duration as your dog becomes more comfortable. Practice departure cues, like picking up your keys or putting on your shoes without actually leaving. Repeat these actions multiple times a day, followed by positive reinforcement such as treats or praise when your dog remains calm. This helps them disassociate these cues with the anxiety of being left alone. Interactive toys, such as puzzle feeders or treat dispensing toys, can also be incredibly helpful for redirecting their attention and keeping them mentally engaged during your absence. Hide treats around the house before you leave, encouraging them to engage in a positive treasure hunt that keeps their minds off your absence. If your dog's separation anxiety is severe or doesn't improve with these techniques, consider seeking professional help from a certified dog trainer or a veterinary behaviorist. The joys of daily walks. Or are they? If your walks involve more pulling than strolling, it's time to address those leash-pulling woes. Remember, a walk shouldn't feel like a tug of war. Dogs often pull because, well, it works. They pull, they get to sniff that interesting patch of grass a little faster. Our job is to teach them that a loose leash equals forward movement, while pulling leads to a standstill. Start by using a properly fitted harness or head collar, which provides more control and reduces strain on their neck. Keep those treats handy. Each time your dog walks beside you with a slack leash, reward them with praise and a tasty morsel. Aggression in dogs can be a scary thing, but it's crucial to remember that it's often a symptom, not the problem itself. Fear, anxiety, possessiveness, even pain or medical conditions can trigger aggressive responses. Aggression can manifest in various ways: growling, snapping, lunging, or biting. If your dog displays any of these behaviors, it's crucial to seek professional help immediately from a certified dog trainer or behaviorist. they can assess the root cause of the aggression and develop a safe and effective behavior modification plan. Never attempt to handle aggressive behavior without professional guidance. House training accidents can test the patience of even the most dedicated dog owner. But before you lose your cool, remember that puppies have small bladders and are still learning to control their bodily functions. Patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement are your best allies. Establish a regular potty schedule, taking your puppy outside frequently, especially first thing in the morning, after meals, and before bedtime. When they do their business outside, reward them with praise and a small treat, reinforcing the desired behavior. Accidents happen. If you catch them in the act, simply interrupt with a gentle "oops" and take them immediately outside to their designated potty spot. Never punish your puppy for accidents, as this can lead to fear and anxiety, making the problem worse. If house training becomes a persistent issue, consult your veterinarian to rule out any underlying medical conditions. They can also recommend additional tips and resources tailored to your puppy's specific needs. And there you have it. We've explored a range of common dog behavioral issues, from those ear-splitting barking sessions to those oops moments that come with house training. Remember, every dog, like every human, is an individual. What works for one furry friend might need a little tweaking for another. The key is to approach these challenges with patience, consistency, and a whole lot of love. Think of it this way. You wouldn't expect to learn a new language overnight, would you? Training your dog takes time, dedication, and a willingness to understand the world from their perspective. They're not trying to be bad dogs. They're simply communicating in the only way they know how. Our job is to bridge that communication gap, teaching them the ropes of our human world with kindness and understanding. Remember those early days, the sheer joy of bringing your furry friend home? Hold on to that feeling. Cherish the unique bond you share, and embrace the journey, bumps and all. Because let's face it, those quirky moments, those doggone antics, are often what make our canine companions so endearing. So, the next time your dog barks a little too loudly, chews on something they shouldn't, or jumps up in excitement, take a deep breath, remember what you've learned, and approach the situation with a calm and positive attitude. You've got this. And hey, if you're ever feeling stuck or need a little extra guidance, you know where to find me. Hit that subscribe button below for more dog training tips, tricks, and heartwarming moments. Let's unlock your dog's full potential together. Remember, a well-trained dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog makes for a happy home. Keep those tails wagging, my friends.